Hello, hello, hello. This is Scrap and Like Lady. How you guys doing today? I have got to do some of my haul videos. I was going to cut back on doing haul videos, and then I didn't. I kept accumulating packages. I was like, oh, I need to do a video. I need to do a video. So, yeah. First of all, I want to show you what I got yesterday for Mother's Day. Today is Monday. And I do go live on Mondays sometimes, but I haven't been doing that. Okay. And then I was going to switch to Sunday. I ain't been doing that. I'm inconsistent in every aspect of my life, but it's all good. It's all good. Okay. So I don't like receiving fresh flowers. It's something that I said to Willie 32 years ago. You know, I was like, it's such a waste, and then the flowers die, and da 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 da. Even though when we were in Ecuador, he did send like 4-5 dozen or something like that of roses to me. He had them delivered to the house, which I thought was cool. But that's what they do there, you know. So anyways, he got me flowers for Mother's Day, but this is how the flowers came. And this cute little box. It had another big box over it, but this slid inside. And whoa. Like this. Are those not cute? And he got me purple because I love the color purple. I used to especially love it when I was younger, but now I'm really going back to my youth, right? You guys know what's up. And they smell absolutely amazing. So I was like, wow, paper flowers, they look so real and they smell so beautiful. He's like, they're real flowers, honey. Oh, I wish you guys could smell these. I don't know what they spray on it to give it this. It's like a lavender spray. It's so beautiful, but they're real flowers. And I don't know what this paper is either. It feels so good in my hands. I love touching it. But it says, in this card right here, it says, what is preserved flowers? Preserved flowers are natural flowers that have undergone special, excuse me, fresh keeping treatment, which can maintain their fresh and vibrant appearance for a long time. The flowers are treated with a special solution that helps them retain their original shape, texture, and color without wilting or rotting like traditional flowers. Can you believe that? So it also says it lasts 3 years plus. So at least that's what they're guaranteeing it for. 3 years plus, that these will look just like that. I'll show you the company. It's called Bloom's Diary. Okay. Ugh, my nails. All my nails are broken, you guys. I have like some long nails, some short nails. It's just, look at this thumbnail. Look how long my thumbnail is. Ridiculous. But I need to do some nail care. I have to go to, let me put this away. I have to go to Discount Tire, my back driver side. It must have a slow leak in it, because Willie put some air in it, and now it's saying that it's low again, so I'm just gonna go get a new tire. So that was the first thing he got me. And then he gave me this Babe Young Beyond right here. And it is a beautiful, truly timeless, the box says. Beautiful robe. This is the back of it. And this is the front panels. Excuse me, front panel. Looks like that. But it feels so amazing. It really does. And it comes, of course, with the belt. So those were my Mother's Day gift, which I got in bed, bought to me with a cup of chai tea. And he's so sweet because he ordered me more of the chai tea that I like. He bought me a chai tea and I didn't really care for it, for the Keurig machine. And then I found another chai tea. And so I was like, let me try this one. And I'm so glad that I did because it's amazing. All right, then I received late afternoon a gift from Amazon, and it says AKA Mama on it. So I knew that had to be Kimberly. So when I had Cameron, okay, it goes back further than that. When I was doing home health nursing, I was taking care of this one lady, and she always wore silk pajamas. And I thought it was just so 60-ish, so elegant. You know, so I told Willie, when I go into labor with your baby, I want silk pajamas, satin pajamas, you know, not necessarily silk, but at least satin. And so that's what I did. I used to always wear satin pajamas after that. And then I kind of got away from it. But Cameron wears satin pajamas. So anyways, Kimberly bought me silk pajamas. And I like that champagne color with the shorts. She's such a sweet and thoughtful daughter. Now, let me go through my Mother's Day. Let me go through my sweet children, okay? Logan drew me, Logan, he said, do you want me to buy you something? And he has money in the bank. He works at Market Street, and plus he gets his Social Security and stuff. So his money just kind of accumulates unless he goes out to the train store and buys a whole bunch of train stuff, which is like $700 each trip. Hand me that little painting you made for me. So I told him, no, I don't want you to buy me anything. I can buy myself whatever I want. I like it when you draw stuff for me. So we were talking about cherry blossoms. So he drew me this little picture here right quick. Can you guys see it? It's so cute. It's the trees with the cherry blossoms falling down. So he drew me that. And for Mother's Day. And Cameron didn't give me anything for Mother's Day. And I don't even think he said Happy Mother's Day to me. I don't even know. But Kimberly bought me the pajamas. Logan drew me the picture. Cameron didn't give me anything. And Richard sent me a text at about, 8, 9 o'clock at night and said, Mom, one of my coworkers have this really nice laptop that they're selling because they got a new one. Can you send me some money for it? So nothing came my way, something came his way for my holiday. Anyways, that's my kids. So I text him back, well, happy Mother's Day to you too. And he's like, happy Mother's Day, I love you. Whatever, you selfish little... So I gotta pull these braids up right here. They're sliding down over here. Anyway, so I did go and get my hair done. I got my hair done the other day. I told you guys I was gonna keep my hair up for about a year. I was surprised how much new growth I had. It was crazy. Logan, bring Mommy a scissor. Look in the drawer right here. Thank you, my love. You gotta get your hair washed before you go to work. So eat some breakfast. Mommy's gonna finish these. Okay. And take a shower too. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. I don't know what's in a lot of these packages because, like I said, it's been accumulating for about a minute. Some are little, some are small, some are big, some are gigantic. And I'm gonna do another video and show you guys the 2 new sewing machines I got. And Willie wants me to buy the Luminaire or the XP1 or the XP2. He wants me to buy those machines. So he's like, babe, buy one, buy it. It goes with your stuff. So, okay, anyways. They're just so expensive, you know? So expensive. So here we go. This I saw on Facebook. You know how they have people demonstrating things and you buy it. So this mascara right here, supposed to grow your lashes very long, like abnormally long. Not a stimulator, but just as you apply it, it just gets longer and longer and longer. So should I try it out for you guys and see if it really does work? I mean, the guy was putting it on and they were like an inch away from his eye. And I was like, I think I'm gonna try that. So let's try it. Work your body. Okay. Okay, so my cholesterol was off again. It wasn't as bad as it was 6 months ago or 8 months ago when we did my labs, but it was off again. So Dr. Wynn put me on another statin, but a lower dose. I think like 10 milligrams. And whenever I take statins, remember I told you guys that my fingers went numb? It's definitely from statin drugs because I was starting to get, most of my feeling was back. Just a little bit down here was numb still from when I stopped taking it. The residual numbness. But now they're numb again right after I start taking statin drugs. So I ain't taking that stuff, Dr. Wynn. I've got to tell you. All right. And I don't know what's on my face right here. I got a little breakout right here and right here on my head. It was itchy. And do you see how dark that pigment is? Now it's raised. And I got the same thing coming up on my face. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, so the tube looks like this. It's really cute. Okay, let's see. Now, my client, Pepper, she bought me some mascara, that Joan Rhodes. I love it. Joan, Jones. Rhodes, Roads. I showed you guys, and I really like it. I don't know about this. It didn't have any instructions. He just kept applying it, and it just got longer and longer and longer. I mean, real long, not just, I told you, like an inch long. I'm trying, y'all. I don't see it. Let me juice it back in there. Make sure I got enough on the little stick. And how much was this stuff? I want to say, I don't know why the word or the numbers 27 comes to mind, but it could have been that or cheaper. I don't think I paid more. Okay, let's juice. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Y'all, this don't seem like it's doing no different than my regular mascara. I don't see any. And they send it in this little funky package. They probably got this crap off of Temu. Come on, fools. We'll do a crazy advertising for you can think. Yeah, no return, no nothing. Well, it does have a QR code right here, so, but I think that's just for the shipping. Oh, good God. 1 second, y'all. It's not them, it's me. This says step 2 on it, but I didn't see no... Oh, Lord. I always do that. Even that one lipstick, y'all. Remember, someone sent me the thing and they were like, there's a step 1 to that. You did it wrong. I was like, oh. And I still have yet to wear that stuff because I couldn't get it off my lips and I haven't ordered the number 1. So I don't think I can put number 1 on there. So I'm just going to do my left eyeball. Gosh, not the most observant person of things, right? But it didn't come with any instructions, so hello, y'all. Don't get on my case. Okay, let's see. No, wait, it does. It says step 1 up here. Step 2 down there. Does that one say the same thing? Oh, it does. It says step 1 up there. I didn't see that back side of it. Step 1 up there and step 2. So I did buy 2 of them. Okay, let's try step 1. Wait a minute. I think I did that. Step 1. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe I didn't screw up. Okay, yeah. And step 2 is at the bottom. So I didn't screw up. Oh, I did it right. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot in there. And then this is step 2. Honey, this is supposed to make your mascara extremely long, like an inch long. So come and tell me if it's getting extremely long. I can't really see it in this little camera. Come over here.
You need some light. I can't see it.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, baby. I showed them what you got me for Mother's Day, because you a sweet little booty.
Making them darker?
No, longer.
Yeah, you can't see the ones on the other side at all.
I know.
So.
I know, but that happens when you put mascara on. The other one doesn't have mascara on, but are they very long? Because you've seen me in mascara.
Put your eyes down, put your head down. And
Here you are.
gotta go.
You giving up your wife for work?
Yes. Gotta eat.
Well, they are longer, y'all. Now, y'all, ooh, wait a minute now, Jesus. Y'all can see that. Can you see my lashes coming up? Whoa, wait a minute now, Father. Oh, Lord. Okay. Now, those are getting long. And he just kept brushing and brushing. Let's turn the brush a little bit. Anyways, let's keep going and open up my gifts. But y'all might want to get y'all hands on some of this. No, it's not an inch long like his was. I mean, literally, the guy's lashes turned out to be like an inch long. Oh, my husband's
just turn it on
walking.
and it's done. He put an address in there. I mean, I could have done
Okay,
that.
let me see this.
If you ain't gonna follow through
I
on
am liking how it
turn
does
off
give you
and
nice
adjust
length.
and do that, then don't touch it.
Don't touch this. Okay, y'all. I'm keep going a little bit here. Look at this.
Let me.
Yeah, Miss Lisa lacking this. Okay, let's open up the rest of my gifts. I'll finish playing around with this, but this one might be a winner. Sure enough. Y'all saw it here first. Because, like he said, I'm bald-eyed on the other side. Look at that thing. That's almost to my crease line. Ooh. Ooh, don't play, Jesus. Sabrina, do you see that, girl? Oh, we got some new mascara. But we want to make sure it stays waterproof because I don't need no coon eyes at the end of the day. All right. I don't know where this is from. Looks like this. It says uni or something on it. Got my trusty scissors. So my husband was so sweet to me all yesterday for Mother's Day. It was a very sweet Mother's Day. I don't know where I got this from. It might have been from Temu. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where I got this from. But it is I don't think I got it from Temu. It's a package of Oriental fabrics. A whole bunch of them, yeah. I'm not going to show them all to y'all. I'm just going to fan them out so you can see. Or it might have been from a YouTuber that I was watching. I don't know. I hate when people do this because then you don't know what it is or it just says uni. So I don't know. Anyways, I bought fabric, y'all. Okay, let's keep going. I think I know what this one is. I think this is a book that was recommended to me by a YouTuber. Yeah, it is. And if you guys could see, this cost $24.29 for this book. And when y'all see it, don't laugh, okay? Don't laugh. Ooh, I'm loving that mascara, Jesus. Look at how it does to that eyeball. Okay. Alice in Wonderland sample quilts. Girl! It's got the cutest quilts in here. And it comes with the little templates on all of them. And that in itself is so valuable to me when they give you the templates, things to design. Oh, I guess I am showing you guys. You know, that you can just trace and go ahead and get with. And the lady was showing this book and I was like, oh yeah, I need that book. The girl has been quilting, y'all. And I need to show you guys what I'm working on currently. I'm working on these hexagons, large hexagons. So anyways, this book is beautiful. David and Charles. Little Lady Liberty and Beginner Guide to Quilting. I might get those two too. More Books to Love. So I used to have a whole lot of quilting books from Time. Remember Time Life used to have books and videos and all that kind of stuff like that? And I was like, you know what? You're not going to get into quilting. And I got rid of all of them except like one. And now I'm just like, girl, you need to go to the 50% off bookstore and rebuy those. Isn't it funny how you change in life and you change your mind? Okay, this is from Stitch Heaven. Y'all can see, y'all know how obsessed I am with things. So quilting is just one of those things that I've been obsessed with. So I am going to, one of these days, do this Noel quilt. So they send me the laser, die cuts for the applique. It'll look like that when I'm finished. And I always laugh and say, this quilt is going to be, I'm on month 5 right now. And these cost anywhere, and I don't know why it varies, but it costs anywhere from like $43, $45 to like $57. And the only reason why I know that is because I get it on my credit card statement. But I want it in this club, remember you guys? So I told my husband, this thing gonna be $700, but actually it's gonna be more than $700 by the time I finish getting all 12 quilt blocks. If you think of it, if it's anywhere from $45, let's just say 50 bucks a block. Let's keep going. Something in my mind is like, girl, why are you doing it? And then the other thing is like, girl, you better keep on doing it. But now that I'm in, I can't stop, But it's just like the me time, subscription that I have. I did it for the 12 months, and I got all of the me times for the In the Hoop designs, And then I was just like, they asked if I wanted to continue it, And they've been sending me one embroidery file. And I'm like, I've got hundreds of embroidery images. I do not need to pay, 30 bucks or whatever it is, 25 to 30 bucks. I don't even know what it is for a subscription to receive one embroidery design. But I've yet to quit getting them. Okay, so whatever this is, it costs me $13.79 with tax and $11.90 with tax. I don't know what it is. Oh, I know what it is. 3-in-1 charger. Have you guys seen these? And I wanted it in purple, but they didn't have it in purple. It's black, white, or pink. It's a 3-in-1 charger, so you can charge your phone, your watch, and your iPods. So your iPods, your watch, and your phone. And it just folds down into this little something something. Because my other charger that I bought, Sabrina has the same charger when she came to see me, and I was like, oh, I like that travel 3-in-1 thingy, So I ordered it. Well, it was getting like sometimesy for charging my iPod. So it looks like that, you guys. And it just folds up to be, gosh, it's smaller than the palm of my hand. So it looks like, come on, looks like this. So your watch, your iPod, and your phone. But that is so little. And it comes with the brick. You know, a lot of stuff isn't coming with the brick anymore. They just send you the USB cord, but I appreciate that. It comes with the brick. And now when you buy your phone, you got to buy all your stuff with it, y'all. Y'all notice that? Apple, y'all got cheap. And then I got all of these zippers. Because the girl's going to be making a lot of bags, little baggy bags. This says, I think 24 of, no, it's 100 of these little zippers. And it's all those colors. All right. Let's keep going. Whatever this is, it costs only $27. Oh, y'all know what this is? Y'all might not be that, this is, let me get the picture of it out for y'all can see. This is my embroidery stand. Now, I have been going back and forth on my embroidery stands because it seems like people will have, you know, I watch their stuff, they will have like 12, 20 of them, and y'all know I'm probably gonna have that many. So, I stitch in hand, you know, but this one, I said, well, let me try this, what do they call it? Stitch and stab or whatever it's called, the method, because it looks like you can go really fast doing it that way too. I don't know, because I don't do it that way. So the hoop looks like this right here. So I just ordered this one off of Amazon, and it was only $27, right? Well, I also have it in my cart from Temu, and it's $29. So sometimes you're going to have to look at both, because people are just getting stuff over there in China on Temu, you know, and it looks like Temu has gone up in their prices, y'all. I'm just telling y'all, because this was actually cheaper to get it off of Amazon, and it's the same exact one. So they say we offer a 1-year warranty of our product. If any questions about our product, please, if you have any questions about the product, feel free to contact us, and they give you the information, yada, yada, and some more yada. So, yeah, this was actually $2 cheaper, and that's with taxes to get it off of Amazon. So I got to go take that out of my Temu cart, because I was shopping on there last night. Okay. Keep going. And y'all know what? Y'all know how pathetic I am? I'm talking so bad about Miss Lisa today. Girl, she's so pathetic. I have more than this. You know how I told you guys my husband doesn't leave the house? He left the house, guys. He went with me to a birthday party. I was so shocked. Okay, I was reading this. So I went to Boxcar Quilt. It is a quilt store here in Aubrey, Texas, the cutest little quilt store. And I went there because I bought one of the featherweights. I told you guys, the featherweight sewing machine. And I went there and they checked it out for me. And the guy oiled it and changed my belts and the felt pads. And I mean, I bought all the stuff and he just did it all for me right then and there. Explained everything to me. He's the cutest little man. So, I mean, he did that for over an hour or longer. So I went back and I took a class, and I took the English paper piecing, EPP class, from one of the instructors that is supposedly, well, not supposedly, is a well-known artist. So when I was there, I saw a bag on the wall or hanging in the middle of the store on a display. And they had grommets, large grommets. Well, they were, and I bought one package, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to order some. Well, they were $20, 20 something dollars. And I was like, and you only got like 8 of them in there, you know. It might have been 6 of them. No, I think it was 8. And you need 2 on each side of the bag, of course. So you use 4, so you could only make 2 bags. Wow. This is all that they were, y'all. You get 2 in here. Yeah. They were very expensive at that store. These came to a total of $21.49. And I got a package of 50 of them. Oops, sorry, y'all. 50 of them. Look at that. Make it make sense on the math, y'all. Make it make sense. So, I'm going to compare the quality of the bag, of the grommets to it, but they look the same. The other ones might be metal because these are plastic. But I don't need the metal ones. Probably the plastic is better. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to try it. Made in China. 50 of them. Very light. Okay, y'all. I only have a few more. Then I'll let y'all go bye-bye. Because I got to go to Discount Tires. And then I've got to go. Cameron! He's supposed to be getting his little raggedy tail up and going and getting that car registered. His car inspected. But he probably ain't going to do it. Every year, we have to fight with that boy since he was 16 to go do his car inspection. They said that this is going to be the last year that they make folks pay for those car inspections, but the registration prices are going up. So, you know, the state got to make their money, honey. That's the only reason they ain't care about smog and keeping the environment, you know. Don't get me started. I don't want to be negative Nancy today. Okay, so just so you guys know, y'all know sometimes y'all write with Sharpies and they smear. These fine point ones, I was taught this in class and he was telling the truth. The retractable fine point markers, they don't smear. When we put it on plastic, you could just write it out and then rub your finger and it was already dry. I was like, yeah, I noticed that sometimes those Sharpies smear. Well, these ones are smear proof, y'all. And he says, I know, I've tried them all. And I was like, anyways, I got something right here. Oh, I think these are... I just never know. Y'all never know what's going to be in my little hauls, huh? Whether it's sewing related, quilting related, diamond art, clothing, fashion, whatever. Okay, these are just, okay, y'all might want to know about these. You might want to know about these. Okay, so I was watching this lady and she was doing hand embroidery work. Do you know that some people's stitches are perfectly, stitched, and you look at them and they're perfectly stitched? And I was like, how are they getting those stitches to be perfectly stitched like that? Well, sometimes it's a matter of that they've been doing it for a hell of a long time, and that's just how it is, right? From experience. But then I saw this one lady, and she was like, let me let you in on a secret. There are needles that have markings on them. You see this? So you see this little red one right here? You see how it is? How it stops right there? So when you put it through the fabric, once you get to, when you see that, you stop. And everything's going to be perfectly measured because you've got somewhere to stop or come through. I was like, whoa. So I had to get these needles. I thought I ordered, this is tapestry ones right here, which of course you can use for just about anything in my opinion, but all the different sizes. And I have been enjoying watching the videos and doing the hexagons. Okay, yeah, I did. So I ordered those ones. Well, this says $63.91. What else did I get? Because surely just these 2 packages are not. Oh, maybe it's coming. Yeah, I don't know what else I ordered, but all this says is $3.99 and $5.99. Your total is $63.91. So I don't know what was $50. Shipment total, I don't know. They probably got something else ordered. You know, sometimes, so I ordered some more different types, like the Chanel and the Crawl and all of that kind of stuff. Different ones for different materials. Why? Because she's obsessive. You know how they ship your stuff in different things, you know, by different providers, and so different sellers. So I might be getting something else later on. I've got one more thing to show you guys, and then, oh no, I don't. I've got to show you something else. The Super Patch Company. Okay, I got to tell you guys something. You see this? The Super Patch Company? This is supposed to be a new technology, and the Super Patch Company, Freedom. Okay, and this one right here. Okay, so this is the new way to heal the body, y'all. One of my clients, who is a very well-educated woman, very patient, very kind. She has 2 special needs children, and we just bonded. I really love and respect her, right? She came in, and she had a patch on her, and I was like, what is that? Well, she's like, oh, I'll have my husband come and tell you about it. Her husband was waiting for her, so he came in, and he told me about this thing. So, welcome to Super Patch. Look at here. So see that QR code right there? You literally take one of these patches that have a QR code on it and get moving like never before. This is a pack of 28. It's patches that have a QR code on them that basically delivers information via the nervous system, your nerves. I'm going to show you. So it comes like all of those patches, and it looks like this here. Can y'all see that? Okay. Now we're going to take one of these patches and put it on. So this is supposed to give you energy. And y'all know that's what I need. And this Freedom one, let me see. Deal with pain like never before. This one has 4 patches in it. So I'm going to put that one on my back. And I signed up to be one of the reps. We talked for like an hour. And they weren't there trying to sell me anything because I was the one that inquired. But I had saw this at a airport. I don't know if it was a news segment that they did or what, and I don't know where the best place to put the patch is either. I'm thinking I'm just going to put it up on my arm here. So when she started talking briefly before her husband came in, I said, yeah, I didn't know the name of the company or any of that kind of stuff like that, but I had heard of technology moving in that direction. So I liken it to a Duragesic patch, for when you need morphine or medication delivered. But this is supposed to go right through the nerve endings and send messages to your brain. So I'm gonna see if it's gonna work or not. And you change them every 24 hours, I think it is. So that's for that. It looks like that. I'm gonna rub it and make sure it's good. And you're supposed to be able to take a shower with it and all of that. I didn't know they were sending it to my house. I thought they were going to send it to my work. I had Pam put all my information in and sign me up as a rep on it. And I'm probably going to have them in my shop, or if people want to become a rep. It's one of those pyramid things, as well, If people want to become a rep underneath me, they can. What's funny is my mouth all of a sudden feels metallic-y. I don't know, that's weird, but it does. It just like, probably just need to brush my dang on teeth. Okay, and what do I have here? I have some gold eye milliner's needles because that's something they were using too. So, you know what I love about EPP, the English paper piecing, is the fact that you can take it anywhere, literally. Like, I wanted to cut out some more of my hexagons, and, I was like, oh, I can just take this with me, you just, or you want to stitch some of them together. Say you want to stitch like 5 blocks and you're watching your kids play sports or whatever. It's an easy hobby to take with, and I like that. So I got one more thing to show y'all, and then I'm going to say bye. In my next video, I'm going to show you guys my new machines. I think my husband's going to try to buy me that brother sewing machine because I saw him looking at it. So, for the whole day yesterday. So, Square sending me a message. So, we went out Sunday before last. It was my women brunch get together. And we always go to Rick Chop Shop. Oh my God, their brunches are amazing, amazing, beautifully done, elegant, with oysters at the top and shrimp here and cocktail sauce and all different types of dessert tables with the best creme brulee. Honey, ooh, I think I'm gonna go there next Sunday. Jesus, I don't talk myself. I ain't even going with the women's group. Sherry, I will call you, girl, because we hung out hard. Anyways, Sherry is my client that um, she's real low key, real calm, real, you know. So I called her and, well, I texted her and asked her if she wanted to go with me because we had one more available slot. And she was like, yes. So when she came in last week, she was like, girl, tell me when y'all going back again. And I was like, girl, we ain't got to go with them. We can go together. Ain't nobody got to be there. So it's downtown McKinney. And I forgot what the building used to be, but the buildings downtown McKinney are like 50 years plus old, right? So it's very like, it just has a very nostalgic feel to it. Just very, I love it, okay? It reminds me of being in like a little old library type of thing, right? The smell of it, not the look. So they have all these other little boutiques and stores around them. Well, one of them was a store that sold sub-assembly required. Okay, this is the name of it, McKinney Kittery. And so they had all these different hand-woven yarns and all of this kind of stuff. Well, it wasn't cheap, but it was worth it. And I will be going back. This is 100% cotton for making dishcloths. So I got this, and they had to wind it for me. So I got this color right here. Look at how gorgeous this color is right here. And all of these is for and this one, look how pretty that one is. For the washcloths that I want to make. And then this color, which I love this color. I love them all. And so anyways, but I wanted 100% cotton, you know, for dishcloths. They had other stuff there. And of course I had to get some of it all, but I said, I better get my little ugly self out of here. So this is a sandboard right here. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these. I'm sure you have. I don't know. So it says, use when tracing around templates, grip fabric to prevent distortion, lightweight and portable, a must-have for hand piecing and applique. Flip over the smooth reverse side, makes a great lap table. So it's just like this on one side, and then it's sandpaper with the grit on the other side. So, but if you put your fabric on that, your fabric, it won't be distorted. And when I got it for the tracing of templates, because when you put your template down, it wants to move. So I guess you could put a little sticky tape, you know, double-sided tape in there and do it like that. But girl, ain't nobody got time for that. This thing was only $16.50. And it's one of those little things that you can take with you and, you know, draw your templates on. So you're making hexagons or whatever. That one paper is very, very slippery. That it's not really even paper. It is the cutting boards from Dollar Tree. It's what we use to make our templates with. Then they had this stick and stitch, right? So this right here, you can print on it, and then you can stitch on that, then you dip it in water and it goes away. So there's a company out there. They will sell you printed images for you to do embroidery work, and I looked it up. I ain't gonna say the name. It was expensive, and I was like, oh, I need that. These were $16 a package. I got a couple packages of them. And it's by Sulky, which is a name that I'm very familiar with. And how many do you get in here? I don't know, Jesus. You get 12 sheets. 12 and a half by 11. So, free inside vintage heart wreath embroidery pattern. So it even come with a pattern, y'all. But anyways, look at that. That is so cool to do on a denim jacket, your jeans, whatever, you know. So you print it, you stick it, you stitch it. I like it. Now, this other thing I had to have. Like I said, I did not get out of there cheap, honey. Those yarns were $9.50 a piece. Y'all do the math. I was up in the hundreds. I think just a couple hundreds. Let me not exaggerate. It wasn't that bad, but I kept going back in. I went in twice, and what's her face was like, okay. And I'm glad I did, because I went over to look at something. And I just so happened to look through because it was on shelves and it was stacked, stuff here and then stuff in back. I looked through and I was like, oh, those are the English embroidery hoops. They were out of stock online, and the lady's like, yeah, we can barely keep them in either. So let me show y'all what they look like. They look like this. This one costs $25, and the larger one costs $30. And let me tell y'all why I had to have them. Because, you know, you can buy a hoop for a couple of dollars. Jesus, yes, you can. Okay. Ooh, my stomach wants some food. Okay, why is this hoop right here? That's because, do you see that coil right there? You take this off. You put this on your fabric. Okay, let's do it this way. You put this on your fabric, and then you take this ring. Let me show you. And then you just put it on like this. Uh-oh. And it is snug. Snug, snug. So they were like, get yourself some of these. And I want to say they don't leave an impression in the fabric, but I think I might be lying. I don't know if that was one of the things that caught my eye. It comes with instructions on the back. It has an instructional video that you can watch from FrenchGeneral.com. Okay, so I love the way they look. So this is the 4-inch, and this is the 6-inch. And yeah, I paid $55 for it, honey, but you don't see this kind of stuff at Hobby Lobby. It's only money. Okay, what else did I get while I was at the McKinney Knittery? I got some sulky threads. Not sulky, excuse me. I got that on my mind from that paper. I got some Artifil cotton threads. Do they not say the weight on their stuff? Artifil, y'all need to get better. But, and Artifil is kind of expensive too, y'all. But, honey, it's worth it. If you're going to sit there and stitch your life away, you better have some good thread. So, these were $15 a spool. I don't know what they are on Amazon. They might have been cheaper, but I don't know. I didn't check. Okay. Now, oh, I think I might have showed you guys this, or maybe I didn't. I got these when I was actually with Willie. I don't know why I threw it in that bag. 50 Nifty States. I got this because I want to visit all of the states, and so these cards, it was only $6.99. These cards have each stayed and everything like that. So when I'm journaling, like I need to journal about my South Carolina trip with Willie, and then I can just put South Carolina and put all kind of crap around it. Florida, you know. So I thought this is an excellent way to journal and inexpensively, because you always want to get a little memento or something like that when you go on a trip. So I don't know why I have this. I got this in there too. Go figure. I'll just be throwing stuff everywhere. So anyways, that was my trip to the McKinney Knittery. And I need to go on their website right now. The lady, they gave me a business card. And she was like, we would love to have you come and learn how to knit. We do knitting and crocheting and da-da-da-da-da. And just come and knit with us sometime. And I was like, show you right. Now, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. The beat. Anyways, I'm silly, y'all, all day long. I am going to go put this stuff away. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. I better get my little ugly self out of here. I can go get my tire taken care of. I hope you guys enjoyed my haul. Come back. And if you're not subscribed, why not? Come and have fun with me. Hello. Anyways, I'm out of here, y'all. Go look up that company, the Super Patch Company, and get y'all some patches. I'm going to put this one up on my back, my lower back. My shoulders hurt too, but that's just because I look down so much. You only get 4 in there. I don't know why they're being stingy on those ones. But maybe this is just it's a pack of samples. This is a pack of samples. This is an actual, I probably actually paid for this. But this is just a pack of samples for paying. And they come like this color for the pain patch. Pam said, Lisa, you have got to get that. I was like, what? She was like, you've got to sign up for that. It's like, all right, Jesus, all right. So I'm going to put this in the middle of my back right here. Y'all like my pajama pants? I got to take off this little top piece right here. I didn't take this little strip off. There we go. So there it is in the middle of my back. Y'all probably like, this girl is so crazy. Okay. So I'm going to rub that in real good and see if it's going to work to stop my pain. But you know, I hope that thing gives me energy. I didn't go to bed good last night. I better shut up. I'll make another video. Deuces.